Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Hannah and this is a book YouTube channel made for book girls by a book girl. In today's video, I'm going to give you 10 books that are currently on my TBR list, my to be read list. But before we get into all of that, I would love if you would please like and subscribe this video, share with all of your friends, and get the word out on my channel. Next, if you also want to follow me, all of the rest of my socials are linked in my bio or right there. Without further ado, let's go. Today, I'm going to share with you 10 books that are on my 2025 to be read list, TBR list. Some of these books I know a lot about because they're continuations of series. Others of them I know virtually nothing about, but they've just been recommended to me and all over my feed. So I'd love to know what all the hype is about. They are mostly in the romance, romantasy, fantasy genre because that's mostly what I read. But I hope you can take some of these recs and find your new favorite book along with me. So first we have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This is one I know virtually nothing about. I think it's like a historical fiction novel, but I'm sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong. I've just heard that it's emotionally impactful and I'm looking forward to reading it. Next, I have Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I'll be totally honest with you, these came on my radar because of how pretty this series is. There's a collector's edition that is pink and has like a fairy tale, and I was like, I need to read those books. There are 3 books in the series. The first one is called Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I plan to read these in early spring. The second one is Zodiac Academy 2, Ruthless Fae. I started out the year by finishing the first book in the Zodiac Academy series. I really loved it. It was great, but the series is really long. There's like 12 books, novellas in between, prequel series, side arcs, side quests, all of that. Each book is like 500 plus pages. So when I was reading the first one, I knew that I would stop, take a break, read other books in between, and not really read this series one after another. But the second one definitely deserves to be on my let's get to it really soon list because I want to go back. I want to experience that world again. I'm excited about it. Next is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I actually have this book. It has made it from my TBR wish list to my physical you better read it because I bought it list. And this looks like kind of a dystopian mixed with fantasy element, Hunger Games-esque. There's a challenge type book. I've heard really good things about it. I'm super excited. It's another series. It's book 1 of the Powerless series. Number 5, I have Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I'm sorry if I pronounced that name incorrectly, but this book looks so good. This has not come out yet. I have it on pre-order. It's not very expensive if you want to pre-order it now on Amazon. Last summer, I read Just for the Summer by the same author, and I absolutely loved it. I don't always love just straight romance. I'm definitely more of a romantasy reader, but Just for the Summer was witty and fun and quick, and I loved the world, even though it was our world. I just loved her character building and writing style, so I'm really excited for this next book. I know she has a lot of other books. I haven't read any of them yet, but let me know if I should add those to my TBR. 6 is Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I am an OG reader. I read The Hunger Games in high school. Absolutely loved them. I feel like before ACOTAR, that's what got me into reading, and I know I love those books. So I am so excited for the second of the prequels. I also read A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Really liked that. I'm really excited about this one. It comes out in March, I believe. March or April, I'm pretty sure. March. I have it on pre-order, so I should know this. But it follows Haymitch and his Hunger Games. So Haymitch famously was in another quarter quell where he had to actually compete against double of the tributes, and he's kind of messed up for it, as we see in the Hunger Games. So I'm really, really excited about this prequel. Hope it lives up to the hype. Number 7 is also part of a series that I have already started. This is The Things Gods Break by Abigail Owen. This is book 2 of the duology The Games Gods Play. I read that book in November. I really liked it. It wasn't a 5-star read for me, but it was 3.5, 4 stars. Came highly recommended, thoroughly enjoyed it. This book comes out not until September, so I'll be waiting a while, but excited nonetheless. Then we have The Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gelling. This is the second in the duology of One Dark Window. I started One Dark Window literally today. I'm 35, 40 pages in, and I'm super intrigued about it. It's definitely a little darker than what I normally read, darker in the gothic sense, but I've heard that it's just a fantastic book, and the second one is really good too. So it's already on my TBR because I'm pretty sure I'll be finishing this duology. Number 9 is Shatter Me by Taria Mafi. Again, apologies if I pronounced your name wrong. So Shatter Me, you've probably heard about. It has those really cool covers with like the eye, and this one looks like things are shattering. And there's another book in the series coming out later this year, I think in the springtime. I haven't read any of these books. I barely even know what they're about, but every time I post, hey, give me some TBRs, like recommendations, this is so high on the list. So I'm looking forward to getting into it. This is another really long series, kind of like Zodiac Academy. So I don't think I'm going to read them one after another, but I definitely want to read the first one, see what it's all about. And finally, number 10 is Like Lark by Alex Astor. Again, this is something I know virtually nothing about. I have just seen it recommended a lot on Book Talk and on here, so I've added it to the TBR. We'll see. My to be read list is honestly never ending, but I wanted to write down 10 books that I've seen around that I really wanted to remember that I wanted to read. So like I said, some of these books I've just seen recommendations on, some I've read parts of the series, some are prequels to series, some haven't even come out yet, but nonetheless, I'm looking forward to reading all 10 of these books. If you've read them already, let me know your thoughts. I don't really want to be spoiled. I like to go into things without spoilers, but if you liked them or hated them, I definitely want to know why and kind of what your star rating is. So make sure you comment below and let's get that conversation going. One last plug to like and subscribe and follow me wherever I want to talk about books. In a few months after I've read some of these books, I plan on coming back and doing a follow-up to my TBR list to see what I think. But in the meantime, I've got other videos for you to check out. Thanks for watching.